Good afternoon. I'm Bob Savage, as you see from the board over here, the screen over here, that is. First of all, I'd like to repeat, like I said last time, which was 2 weeks ago, that I'm really sorry that we can't be all together. We miss you very much, and we all hope and pray that you're keeping well and safe. The most important thing during these awful, awful times. Anyway, as you see, Paddington listening. This time it's Contemporary Topics 2. It's a green one, and we're going to begin with Unit 7. That's on page 62 and page 63. So if you have the book, please turn to pages 62 and 63. The subject, well, I might as well try to learn this. Yeah, there we are, Contemporary Topics 2, Unit 7. Title is Social Psychology. And the topic, Sports Fans. Now, actually, fan is a short abbreviation, really, of the word fanatic. But fanatic has a rather strong effect, so we shorten it to say fans, like supporters. I want to read the introduction paragraph because it gives you, and then the think about it part as well. I want to do that because, before we do the vocabulary, because it gives you an introduction, it's a kind of insight. So, I'll read it for you. All over the world, there are sports fans who cheer on, or shout, or chant their favorite teams, or who play sports themselves. Fans celebrate when their favorite teams win. They feel upset when their teams are defeated or lose. However, even with defeat or losing, fans stay loyal or faithful to their teams. How would you describe yourself? Are you passionate? I mean, not fanatic, but passionate, very enthusiastic about sports? Or do you have no interest in sports? What draws or attracts? What draws people to be sports fans? There are a couple of statements here which you might agree with or you might disagree with. Let's have a look at them. First one, and I'll give you my opinions as well first. Yeah. Watching sports is a great way to relax. I agree. Second one, watching a game is more about having fun with friends or family than who wins. I'm not sure if I agree about that because I prefer my team to win. Anyway, third one, watching sports is a waste of time. No, I don't agree with that. The competition is what makes watching sports worthwhile. Well, that makes sense. Without competition, nobody would be very interested in sports, I don't think. And the last one, I feel like I'm part of the game even though I'm only watching it. Maybe. Well, let's go on to vocabulary. Yes, vocabulary exercise. This is on page 63, and you can do them one by one. 1. Fans appreciate the years of training or coaching it takes to be a successful athlete. Appreciate, that's the key word there in bold. So we're going to see that, a definition of appreciate later. 2. Fans bond with each other, with other fans, sorry. They share a sense of loss when their team loses and joy when they win. Bond is the key word there. I'm not talking about James Bond. This is a verb. My sports interests are broad. That's the key word there, broad. I like everything from ice skating to track and field to rugby. Track is running, field, jumping and throwing. And rugby is another sport. 4. The fans' commitment was obvious or clear. They came to every game despite the team's losing record, despite that, even though the team was losing. Commitment. 5. At an exhibition match, the Olympic team displayed its skills to a packed stadium. Packed means full, a full stadium. Oops, oh yes. 6. Trust between the players is an integral, there's the word, the key word there, part of team sports, integral. 7. The desire to be part of a community motivates some people to become sports fans. Oops, sorry. 8. The rivalry, I'm pressing the wrong one. The rivalry between the two teams was ongoing, lasting many years. Okay, rivalry, yeah, that's competition there. 9. Winning the championship game reinforced the team's sense of pride. Reinforced is the key word over there. And the last one, 10. The fans were upbeat. Their self-esteem, that's the key word there, or a phrase, their self-esteem unaffected by the team's loss. And here you'll have definitions that you'll match. Okay? I'll give you about a few seconds to try to catch them. So, the words: 1 was appreciate, 2 bond, 3 broad, 4 commitment, 5 display, 6 integral, 7 motivate, 8 ongoing, 9 reinforce, and 10 self-esteem. And the definitions: A, dedication to something. B, clearly show a feeling or an attitude or a quality. C, develop a special relationship. D, value the good qualities of something or someone. E, strengthen, make stronger. F, the feeling that you deserve to be liked or to be admired. G, continuing. H, fundamental or essential. I, general or main. And J, the last one there, entice or encourage someone to do something. Okay, you've had enough time to find them, I guess. Let's start with the first one, appreciate. 2, bond. I hope you're getting these right. 3, broad. I, general, main. 4, dedication to something, commitment. There we are. 5, B, display, show. Yes. Integral. I wonder if it's H. Yes, it is. Fundamental, essential, integral, basic, main. As well. 7, motivate. That's an easy one, I think. To entice, encourage. Yeah, that's the key word over there. Encourage someone to do something. 8, ongoing. That's a very easy one. G, continuing, ongoing, continuous. Number 9, reinforce. E, strengthen, yes. The verb there. And 10, self-esteem must be, well, there's only one left. It's F. Yeah, the feeling that you deserve to be liked. Now we go into the lecture, and the lecture is on, not the next page, it's on page 66. There are two parts, but we're gonna, here it is. Now, it says before we listen to the lecture, you're going to watch the unit lecture on sports fans. In your opinion, why are people sports fans? It says close your book. Yes, kindly, I wrote that. Kindly close your books and take notes for the main ideas. Then there'll be some questions which we'll complete after we do it. So,
I don't know about you, but I spent the entire weekend watching World Cup matches. In fact, my whole family did. We're big sports fans. And while some people think of sports as just a fun interest, social psychologists have a wider view. Many modern social psychologists say that watching sports and identifying with a particular player or team fulfill an important human need. This is the need to belong to a group and feel a sense of self-esteem. In other words, people may have a deeper social motivation for following sports. It's not just about watching a game. Today, we'll take a quick look at 5 broad reasons why people follow sports. And then we'll come back to this idea of belonging and self-esteem. Okay? First off, people are motivated to watch sports because sports are really entertaining. Sports is performance art. We can observe superb athletes displaying their talent and dedication. For example, even if you don't particularly like sports, you can appreciate the gymnastic performance of an Olympic athlete, or an NBA player dunking a basketball, or a Wimbledon champion serving an ace, or a soccer player scissor kicking a goal. The beauty of sports performances can be enchanting. The second motivation for following sports is our love of competition. Human beings are competitive. We love competition, a race, a contest. When we watch athletes playing competitive sports, we get a kind of indirect satisfaction. We feel as if we are also in the competition. Our blood pressure and hormone levels increase along with the athletes. The third motivation for following sports is our interest in drama. All human beings in all cultures love stories. Sports is a great source of storytelling because sports involve personal histories and struggles, relationships and rivalries. We want to see how these individuals succeed and how they respond to challenges. We also want to know about their lives outside the lines, their real lives when they're not performing. Now, there is a fourth motivation for watching sports. This is our desire to understand strategy. Games are interesting only if they involve some kind of problem solving and decision making. When we watch a sports event, like a soccer match at the World Cup, or even a chess match, we want to analyze the strategy of the players. We want to learn, what tactics do the players use? How do they try to get an advantage over their opponents? And the fifth thing that motivates people to become sports fans is the attraction of being part of a community. People become sports fans because that experience bonds them with others. Being a fan allows individuals to feel like they're part of a group. They can experience a sense of belonging and acceptance. We definitely witness this at a national level, don't we? For example, at the Olympics, being a sports fan is a way for people to feel united as a nation. Fans feel a sense of triumph and glory simply when their national team competes. They love wearing the same colours, chanting and cheering with their group. It feels good. And fans can feel that they're involved, whether they're at the stadium or just watching at home. What's going on here? We can explain this with social identity theory, which was originated some 40 years ago by 2 British psychologists, Henry Tyfel and John Turner. Social identity theory states that people behave in ways that increase their self-esteem. Self-esteem is a term in psychology that relates to mental health. We need self-esteem to be healthy. This includes self-respect, pride, and self-confidence. And being a sports fan is one way that people can boost their self-esteem, by associating or affiliating with a team, by wearing team colours, or by going to games and tracking wins and losses. Fans feel that they are an integral part of something. They feel they're an important part of the team, part of a community. The team and the team community actually becomes an important part of the fan's self-identity. So when the team wins, it feels like a personal success. And yes, when the team loses, it feels like a personal failure. But even when our team loses, we can still feel self-esteem because we remain loyal, dedicated members of our group. And like all fans everywhere, we keep hoping for future success. Are you with me so far? Well, here's an interesting aspect of fan affiliation. It has to do with how social media reinforces social identity theory. Fans tend to use social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and so on, as a way of broadcasting and reinforcing their sense of belonging to a group. With social media, fans stay connected and share their commitment to the team, and it works both ways. Teams and players also post regularly on social media. This ongoing exchange keeps fans involved in the team community. So, to summarize, we've looked at 5 types of motivation for people to become sports fans: entertainment, competition, drama, strategy, and community. We all have a human drive to be part of a group and to feel good about ourselves. And being a sports fan is one way to do that. In the next class, we'll look at other kinds of social groups and how social identity theory operates in them. Okay, team, that's all for today.
Okay, now kindly open your books and look at page 66 and 67 to do these questions. Answer the following questions: A, B, or C. What is the lecture mainly about? This is a kind of summary, obviously. A, the reasons people play sports. B, the reasons people become sports fans. Or C, the reasons people like competition. You think about that and circle the one you think is correct. 2, in what order does the speaker present or explain the topics? A, motivations, social media, social identity theory. B, the other way around, social media, social identity theory, and motivations at the end. So in C, motivations first, social identity in the middle, and finally social media. Again, you'll have to choose which one. That's the order. 3, what is social identity theory mainly about? So it's a definition, basically. 3 definitions, but which one is correct? A, the idea that people behave in certain ways in order to increase their social status. B, the idea that people do things to increase their self-esteem. And C, the idea that people are interested in competition. So one of those is a definition of the social identity theory. 4, oops, sorry, I think I should go back to so I don't know how this is working. Yes, the answers. So 1 is B, 2, C. Before we go on to 4 and 5, we'll do 3. 3, again, B. So these are the answers. 1B, 2C, 3B. Now go to 4 and 5. What is the main reason people become fans? A, to understand how to be better at sports. B, to follow the players' stories, or C, to feel part of a community. And 5, the last one on this page. Which of the following statements would the speaker disagree with? And that was, the speaker was Professor Colin Edwards. A, being a fan fulfills an important human need. Fulfill, satisfies. B, humans have a drive to belong to a group. C, watching sports is essentially, or basically, a waste of time. Which of these would Professor Colin Edwards disagree with? We're going back to 4. The answer for 4 is C. What's the main reason to become fans? To feel part of a community or group. And 5, the last one, I'm sure you can guess. Yeah, of course, Mr. Edwards would never agree with this because he loves sport. Going on to the next page, you've got 10 words, vocabulary items, and in 2 pages, 2 parts, you'll fill in the blanks. Okay, I'll read them through for you and you can find out which one goes in here. There is a deeper social blank for being sports fans than just entertainment. 2, the third motivation for fans, don't forget there were 5 motivations. The third motivation for fans is to follow the blank and personal stories of the players. As fans watch, they become involved and feel they are actually in the, what, a blank? You can find one there. 4, the fourth motivation is that fans like to the strategy of the different teams, or players could be. The 5th motivation is to blank with others who share a common interest. 1. Yeah, I'm putting the answers up because we will do 6 to 10 after these answers. 1 is motivation. 2, I wonder if you can get 2. Drama, follow the drama and personal stories. 3, as fans watch, they become in the competition. Okay. 4, the 4th, like to analyze, over there, yes. The spelling with American English with a Z, British English would be with an S over there. You know, it's the same word. And the last one on this page, bond. Yes, the 5th motivation is to bond. When we did the meaning of that, relationship with others who share a common interest. Moving on. 6. Fans feel part of a blank when their country wins an Olympic medal, especially a gold medal. Wearing blank is one way, that's an easy one, I think, is it one way the fans show their affiliation, association with the team. A team's successes and failures become part of a sports fans, with an apostrophe there. So what should we say there? We'll see that. 2 more. Out of dedication to the group, fans remain blank to the team, even when the team loses or is defeated. And the last one, 10. Blank makes it easy for fans to share their commitment to the team. Okay, now the answers from 6 to 10. Fans feel part of a... Well, the clue here is win a gold medal, an Olympic medal, but especially gold. National community. Yeah, it's all about national. The Olympic Games is about your country. This one is easy, I'm sure you can find that. Wearing team colours, the jersey, etc., is one way that, sometimes painting on the face, etc. Yes. Team success and failures become part of a sports fan's self-identity. And dedication, yes, dedication, loyalty. Whoops, I gave it away there. There's, oh, sorry, there's something wrong there. That should be loyal, that one over there, with an L. There's an L missing. Sorry about that. Loyal, yes, like faithful. And the last one, social media, of course. Mobile phones, laptops, etc. Make it easy for fans to share their commitment to the team. So, thank you for watching and listening. I want to show you something. Just a little thing. Look at this. This is my little bit of dedication to Fenerbahce. Football. Yeah, I'm a football fanatic. But this is the main one. You should see this. This is my life and my love of my life. Yes, whoops, wrong way around, like that. Arsenal Football Club from London. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you as soon as possible. Bye-bye.